Welcome to Hero Villains. Thank you for always following and supporting the channel. What do you think about Shazam vs. He-Man when two warriors possess the same type of primordial power, the power of magic? A confrontation that is not only about muscle, but also about spells and the will of the gods. On one side is the champion of the wizard, Shazam, the young Billy Batson with the ability to transform into the mightiest hero on Earth with a single shout, a warrior who has fought Superman on equal footing and mastered the magic lightning, Shazam. On the other side is the protector of Castle Grayskull, Prince Adam with the Sword of Power, a warrior who has defended Eternia from the most terrifying dark forces in the universe, wielding the power of the Elder Gods, He-Man. Shazam carries within him the power of 6 immortal gods. He-Man carries within him the power of the mysterious Castle Grayskull. Both are embodiments of strength, courage, and magic. But when Shazam's lightning clashes with He-Man's Sword of Power, which miracle will reign supreme here? Shazam, the champion of magic. To understand the power of Shazam, you must understand that he is a living miracle. The story begins with a 14-year-old orphan boy named Billy Batson. Abandoned and wandering the cold streets of Fawcett City, Billy never lost faith in the goodness of people. It was that pure heart that was chosen by an ancient wizard, the last member of the Council of Wizards, to become humanity's new champion. A 14-year-old boy, with only the magic word Shazam, can summon a mystical lightning bolt from the heavens, transforming himself into a grown man with the power of the gods. This is not ordinary magic. The word Shazam is a sacred acronym, with each letter representing a god or legendary hero who bestowed their power upon Billy. This combination creates an entity possessing complete divine power, a savior in mortal flesh. Shazam is not just a hero. He is an important member of the Justice League and a teammate whom even Superman respects. Yet inside the body of a Greek god, Billy Batson is still just a child. His innocence, courage, and sometimes teenage impulsiveness continue to exist alongside his destructive power. This is both his weakness and his greatest strength, a pure heart capable of overcoming every temptation of power. Shazam is the embodiment of hope, proof that even a child can become the greatest savior. Shazam possesses a complete set of divine abilities, drawn from 6 different sources of power, making him one of the most powerful superheroes ever to exist. S stands for the Wisdom of Solomon. This is the ultimate weapon. Shazam is not only physically powerful, he also possesses the wisdom of the wisest king in history. This wisdom grants you access to an endless repository of knowledge across every field, from military strategy, science, and history to even the mysteries of magic. It provides the ability to analyze situations instantly, identify an enemy's weaknesses, and even resist psychic attacks. In battle, knowing yourself and knowing your enemy is the key, and Shazam possesses that key. H stands for the strength of Hercules. This is nearly limitless physical power, placing Shazam on par with the mightiest beings in the DC universe. He can lift countless tons, move planets, and deliver punches capable of leveling mountains. He has gone toe-to-toe with Superman on many occasions and is fully capable of matching him blow for blow. This power is not merely muscular strength, it is pure divine power, allowing him to battle entities such as Black Adam, whose power is comparable to his own, and even Darkseid. A stands for the stamina of Atlas. Atlas is the god condemned to carry the heavens upon his shoulders. Shazam's endurance is just as extraordinary. He can fight continuously for days, even weeks, without feeling fatigue. His body does not produce lactic acid and does not require rest. This allows him to become an unstoppable fighting machine, an enormous advantage in prolonged wars of attrition. Z stands for the power of Zeus, granting not only physical strength but also the ability to control magic and cosmic energy. This is the magical energy that transforms Billy Batson, giving him the ability to unleash divine lightning from his body. These lightning bolts possess tremendous destructive power and can injure even supernatural beings such as Superman or Black Adam. More importantly, this source of power connects him to primordial magic, enabling him to use other spells such as creating force fields, teleporting through the Rock of Eternity, the Courage of Achilles, and the Courage of Achilles not only makes Shazam fearless in any situation, it also grants him an indomitable warrior spirit that never surrenders. Most importantly, it provides a powerful spiritual defense that helps him resist mind control, fear, and illusions. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, grants Shazam extraordinary speed. He can fly at speeds far beyond the speed of light, traveling between planets in the blink of an eye. In combat, this speed allows him to throw hundreds of punches in a single second, evade energy attacks, and move to any point on the battlefield instantly. Shazam has repeatedly faced enemies who possess power equal to or even beyond that of ordinary humans. His most famous opponent is Black Adam, an ancient warrior, blessed with divine powers similar to Shazam's. The battles between the two often cause massive destruction because both possess nearly limitless strength, speed, durability, and magical energy manipulation abilities. Besides Black Adam, Shazam has also faced Dr. Sivana, a scientific genius who constantly seeks to defeat him through intellect and advanced technology. Another dangerous enemy is Mr. Mind, a tiny creature with terrifying intelligence and the ability to manipulate numerous forces across the universe. Shazam has also battled mythological entities, magical monsters, and supernatural forces that threaten Earth. What makes his battles unique is that they are often not just contests of power, but also tests of courage, responsibility, and the ability to use divine power wisely. And his weakness, Shazam's power is almost absolute, but it has one fatal flaw: duality. Billy Batson is still a child, and sometimes the wisdom of Solomon is overshadowed by the innocence and impulsiveness of youth. In addition, the magical lightning is both the source of his power and his Achilles heel. If an enemy can force him to transform back into Billy Batson by tricking him into shouting Shazam, or by using the very lightning against him, he will return to the form of an ordinary 14-year-old boy. I truly hope you will subscribe to the channel. It would help us tremendously, and you are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Now let us talk about He-Man, the Defender of Grayskull. From a dimension where magic and technology coexist, the planet Eternia is home to one of the greatest warriors of all time. He is Prince Adam, the son of King Randor and Queen Marlena. But the appearance of a somewhat timid prince is merely a mask that conceals his true identity. He-Man, the defender of Castle Grayskull, the most powerful warrior in the universe. The secret of He-Man lies within the ancient and mystical Castle Grayskull. This is the center of all magic on Eternia and the dwelling place of the sorceress. When Prince Adam raises his sword of power and shouts the legendary words, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!" a surge of cosmic magical energy from the castle strikes down, transforming him into He-Man. Not only does Adam transform, but even his fearful tiger Cringer becomes the mighty battle cat, He-Man's loyal steed. He-Man's power does not come from the Greek gods like Shazam. It comes from the planet Eternia itself, from the deepest mysteries of Castle Grayskull, an ancient source of energy so powerful that even the elder gods hold it in reverence. He-Man does not fight solely for justice. He is the embodiment of the balance between good and evil on Eternia. He protects the secrets of Grayskull from his archenemy Skeletor, who endlessly craves the power hidden within the castle. Throughout his journey, He-Man has faced countless dark forces, from evil sorcerers and alien monsters to the very gods of darkness themselves. He is not only powerful, he is also a natural leader, a clever warrior with unshakable courage. He-Man is the symbol of righteous strength, a hero who always fights with both his heart and his muscles to protect his homeland. He-Man is celebrated as the most powerful man in the universe. This title is not mere exaggeration. It is proven through countless extraordinary feats that surpass all physical limits. As the protector of the planet Eternia, He-Man has endured countless battles against dark forces seeking to seize control of his world. His most famous and dangerous enemy is Skeletor, the evil sorcerer who constantly schemes to control Castle Grayskull and obtain ultimate power. Skeletor possesses not only formidable magical abilities, but also the mind of an ambitious strategist, making every confrontation a major challenge for He-Man. In addition, He-Man has battled many of Skeletor's dangerous followers, such as Beastman, who has the ability to control wild beasts, and Trapjaw, a mechanical warrior armed with a terrifying arsenal of weapons. In many stories, He-Man has also faced ancient monsters, powerful wizards, and cosmic entities that threaten the very existence of Eternia. His battles are often a combination of extraordinary physical strength, heroic spirit, and an unwavering determination to defend justice. These powerful adversaries have helped establish He-Man's reputation as one of the most iconic warriors of all time. He-Man's strength is terrifying and nearly limitless. He has lifted and thrown Castle Grayskull itself, a colossal fortress weighing millions of tons. He has pushed the moon out of its orbit. He has shattered dimensions with his bare fists and defeated cosmic entities such as anti-Eternia He-Man, In the comics, his power is described as unlimited, constrained only by his own willpower. Whenever he faces a greater challenge, his muscles and strength seem to multiply in response. He-Man's body is nearly invulnerable to both physical and energy-based attacks. He has survived explosions powerful enough to destroy planets and has endured molten lava and extreme freezing temperatures without a single scratch. His endurance allows him to fight relentlessly under the harshest conditions without any loss of stamina. He has battled entire armies of monsters for days on end and remains standing. The Sword of Power is He-Man's iconic weapon, forged from the very magic of Grayskull itself. This sword is virtually indestructible. It can block any attack, from energy blast to magical weapons. It can cut through almost any material. More importantly, it serves as a conduit for the energy of Castle Grayskull, allowing He-Man to perform extraordinary feats such as creating energy shields, unleashing magical power blasts, and transforming matter. He-Man's armor is also enchanted, further enhancing his already extraordinary defenses against both physical and magical attack. The source of He-Man's power is not finite. He is directly connected to Castle Grayskull, an endless source of magical energy. This means that in moments of extreme danger, he can draw additional power from the castle and surpass his own limit. Man's weakness is remarkably similar to Shazam's. He is also a transforming entity. If caught off guard or deceived, he can be forced to revert to his Prince Adam form, an ordinary man, although still physically fit and possessing a certain degree of combat skill. In addition, a portion of his power depends on the Sword of Power. If he is disarmed, he remains extraordinarily powerful, but he loses a significant portion of both his offensive capabilities and his ability to channel energy. This is a truly balanced and dramatic battle. We have two warriors with nearly equal levels of power, both using magic to transform, both serving as embodiments of courage and justice. Both possess extraordinary feats. Shazam has fought on equal terms with Superman, a being capable of moving planets. He-Man has lifted Castle Grayskull itself and pushed the moon out of its orbit. Their power appears to be virtually limitless and can be pushed even further through willpower and the magical energy sources behind them. However, He-Man is often portrayed as having a slight edge in raw strength. The title, the most powerful man in the universe, is not merely decorative. In comic book versions, his strength seems to be treated as an absolute concept within his universe, whereas Shazam, despite being comparable to Superman, still faces opponents who surpass him in pure physical power, such as Doomsday. In terms of sheer physical strength alone, He-Man holds an extremely slight advantage. As for Shazam, the speed of Mercury allows him to move and fight at hypersonic speeds, even faster than light. He can unleash thousands of punches in the blink of an eye and circle around an opponent like a bolt of lightning. He-Man is incredibly agile for his size, but his speed does not reach the same super speed level as Shazam's. Shazam can overwhelm He-Man with speed, delivering attacks that would be difficult for him to react to in time. Both are nearly invulnerable to most forms of attack and can fight indefinitely. Shazam has endured Superman's punches and Darkseid's Omega beams. He-Man has survived planet-destroying explosions. Neither warrior is likely to defeat the other with only a few blows. This battle would be a prolonged and grueling contest. However, the endurance granted by Atlas gives Shazam an exceptionally strong mythological foundation, while He-Man appears to possess a slightly greater capacity to absorb physical damage. This is a perfectly balanced matchup. The wisdom of Solomon is a tremendous trump card. Shazam will not fight with brute force alone. He will fight with strategy. This wisdom would immediately analyze He-Man's core weakness, his dependence on the Sword of Power, and the transformation spell. Shazam would quickly realize that he needs to disarm his opponent or force him to revert back to Prince Adam. The Lightning of Zeus is an exceptionally powerful ranged weapon. It can strike from any direction at the speed of light and inflict devastating magical damage. But the Sword of Power gives He-Man a tremendous advantage in close combat. Can it block Shazam's lightning? Very likely, because it is an ultimate magical weapon. Can it cut through Shazam's divine defenses? The answer is also very likely yes. He-Man can also use the sword to unleash blasts of Grayskull energy, creating powerful ranged attacks of his own. However, if He-Man is disarmed, he loses his primary energy conduit and becomes simply an extraordinarily powerful hand-to-hand fighter, while Shazam retains his complete set of divine abilities and powers. The battle begins with Shazam overwhelming He-Man through speed. He would fly circles around He-Man, delivering thunderous punches at a blistering pace. He-Man, relying on his natural combat instincts and defensive armor, would hold his ground and search for opportunities to counterattack with potentially decisive sword strikes. Every collision between sword and fist would send shockwaves through space itself. The wisdom of Solomon would tell Shazam that he cannot defeat He-Man in a straightforward contest of strength alone. He would change tactics. He would use his speed to create afterimages, bait He-Man into attacking, and look for an opportunity to take away the Sword of Power. He-Man, having battled countless sorcerers and cunning warriors, would not fall into such traps easily. He would keep a firm grip on his sword and use it to generate an energy shield capable of stopping Shazam's lightning strikes. But Shazam possesses one advantage that He-Man does not: the ability to launch continuous and highly accurate lightning attacks from the air at long range. He can evade incoming attacks while continuously raining lightning down on He-Man, forcing him into a defensive position. The relentless pressure from an opponent who is faster, possesses superior tactical intelligence, and can launch magical ranged attacks would gradually wear down He-Man's defenses. The finishing move would come from the very weakness that both warriors share. Shazam, guided by the wisdom of Solomon, would not try to kill He-Man. He would recognize the goodness within his opponent. Instead, he would create a situation that forces He-Man to make a choice: either endure a devastating attack or let go of his sword to save someone else. In a brief opening, Shazam could use the lightning of Zeus to strike He-Man with enough force to stun him, then use the speed of Mercury to rush in and seize the Sword of Power. Without the sword, He-Man would still be able to fight, but his power would be significantly reduced. At that point, Shazam could completely dominate the battle with his strength, speed, and lightning. This is an incredibly close fight, one of the most evenly matched battles we have ever analyzed. He-Man truly deserves the title of the most powerful man in the universe. His physical strength may be slightly greater than Shazam's, and the Sword of Power is one of the most formidable magical weapons ever wielded. However, Shazam claims victory because of the completeness and versatility of his abilities. The combination of the speed of Mercury, the lightning of Zeus, and especially the wisdom of Solomon gives Shazam too many tactical advantages. And that is our analysis of the battle between two icons of magical power and courage. Could He-Man, if he fought within Castle Grayskull itself, where his power reaches its absolute peak, turn the tide and defeat Shazam? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. If you enjoy epic and emotional matchups like this, do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any future legendary battles. And remember to keep following us. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you again in the next incredible battles.